the narrative and the conversation is turning into a more positive looking conversation towards the future. If I have to, identify three words that I think summarize what the key trends that I'm observing are in the market, I think number one is evident, and it's around the increased commoditization of the traditional infrastructure-based connectivity services. The second one is an increased focus on B2B. And the third one is also the realization of the renewed importance of technology in driving and in supporting business model evolution. And technology has always been viewed traditionally as more of an enabler, as more of a back office function. Today, technology is embedded in product development. It's very much a front office capability, and it's potentially a source of competitive advantage. So, these are three things that you can observe around the world. I think what is also important to notice and to acknowledge is that telecommunication companies have shown a high degree of resilience, both in terms of how they perform throughout COVID-19, but also because they've been disrupted very early. Now, the challenge for them becomes how do they move away from the traditional responses, which have been very positive, that they provided to the disruption, which have been mainly around finding new efficiency measures to drive profitability and maintain profitability, expanding sometime a new vertical market, often with a vertically integrated operating model, and then operating in some cases, structural changes and like network sharing and separation between network and services. These have been very positive changes that they adopted over the years. Now the question becomes, how do they leverage this unmissable opportunity that 5G offers, potentially more on the B2B than on the B2C side, to rethink their business model, to rethink the way that they monetize the services, and to rethink the way to remain central in the value chain. I'm pretty bullish about the role of telecommunication companies in the modern economy and in modern society. Clearly, some things have to change. There is this notion that I think is very valuable and very interesting around the concept of the delayering telco, which basically talks about how to allocate capital differently between an infrastructure play, a service play, a platform play, and leveraging 5G and the edge and adjacencies play. So that model, I think, is an interesting framework for telco to rethink a little bit what are the core capabilities across these different blocks that they need to deploy, how do they need to deploy differently capital in the different component. And overall, I think, approaching the 5G opportunity with this model in mind, I think enables them to operate that transformation, which I think is an important transformation from vertically integrated business model to more, orchestrating a platform business model. And I think 5G provides that opportunity, specifically, if I think about the role of the edge and the importance of the edge as a critical control point that telco have in the overall value chain of Industry X, I think there is a great opportunity for telco to leverage the edge and provide services that will enable the Industry X use cases, both for the large enterprises, but also for the small, medium businesses. I think overall, what we're going to see ahead of us is a progressive transformation or evolution of a telco from mainly a consumer organization to more of a B2B enabler for a connected network economy. Today, probably 90% of the business for telcos come from the consumer segment. I don't think it's impossible to see in the near future a more balanced mix, more of a 50-50 between the consumer organization, the consumer opportunity that will still be there, but a much bigger, broader opportunity around B2B as almost a connecting texture of the industry And I think telco have a great opportunity to play that role. Clearly, going back to what we said earlier, the evolution from telco to techco, so the recognition that technology is an important component, and the recognition that potentially building strong internal capabilities around the broad technology and cloud and data domains, will become an important competitive advantage is a foundational element of this transformation. As far as Microsoft is concerned and how we see the telecommunication industry, clearly our ambition is to partner, and we are partnering with some of the largest telecommunication company around the world. And just to add some meat and some substance to the conversation, I think telco, we discussed earlier the revolution to become progressively, B2B organization. Well, Microsoft is a great enabler of that transformation. If we think about, our Operator Connect, if we think about Teams and our productivity tools, if we think about our security offerings, if we think about Dynamics, those are all Lego bricks that we can package and provide telcos for then telcos to orchestrate and provide, the B2B segment. So our ambition is clearly to, on one side, to support telcos in their transformation to become more of a technology company and more of a technology company that can master data, that can master network, and that can master the broad cloud environment. But on the other side, also to provide them with concrete solutions that they can take to market, reaping the benefit of this great demand that there is out there from large enterprises and small medium businesses for software solution. And I think that's is this dual relationship that we have with telcos. On one side, telcos are clearly our customers. On the other side, telcos clearly are our partners and our channels for some of the great products that we have available.